Cortana, what exactly am I looking at? This is what my father found.
Halo left craters of memories in many gamers' brains, even for those that didn't play it, like myself. Here's the thing. I've only played Halo 1 and never touched the other games. Why? Because I grew up as part of the PC Master Race! But I still played at LAN parties with friends and listened to my friends talk about it. So when the Master Chief Collection came out, my friend and I decided to jump into the series in a chronological order. And something happened along the way. I didn't know it, but I was about to be given a much needed reminder about gaming. Now, this game is over 15 years old, but because I'm someone who has barely played the games until now, I'll say this. Spoilers ahead for the Halo series. I kind of jump around here. Now, let me start by saying this. I have an FPS background. I mean, I know how to shoot things.
One's on site.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright.
And Halo is all about shooting. So my big brain was thinking, let's beat everything on Legendary. Cause why? Cause we ain't no scrubs. Halo Reach on Legendary, soup's easy. Halo 1 on Legendary, chicken noodle soup for the soul, easy. Halo 2 on Legendary. Well, you lied to me.
I'm at.
God damn it. God fuck. When a game beats you into the ground so unforgivingly, you either give up or you push forward. And I ain't about to lose this guy! Because I am the rootin', tootin', shootin' green armor demon machine Sierra 117, aka John. And you damn well with Stealthy Boy Arbiter. We strategically retreated every chance we got. Up until this point in the franchise, I realized I was just playing the game. I wasn't really paying attention to the graphics or the scenery, the music, not much else other than how do I shoot this thing. Let me give an example. Halo Reach, this is how I remember it. There's this dude, big dude, blue dude, girl dude, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Even the death shot, I could tell should have meant something, but didn't leave me feeling anything because I didn't know what was going on. But after consensually being brutally beaten by Dungeon Master Chief in the bowels of Halo 2, I found myself looking up lore, behind the scenes videos, basically anything I could find. Now knowing more of the lore and how the music was made, how the game was made, all the stories behind the Halo franchise, I realized I was enjoying more of it. I was having fun despite all the times we kept dying. Like here, when we're fighting the Scarab, shooting the middle, can you just feel the music? It just gets into you. It was always fun because the music and everything else just pulled you into the game. And it had been a while since I felt that. So coming out of Halo 2, there was this feeling of pride. Pride that I beat a game that pushed me to limits that I have really not touched in a while. Which is why players like games like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, all those games that essentially kill you over and over and just beat you to the ground. There is a fun to it. There is a challenge that pushes you. And you tend to slow down as a player because you have to think. And when you slow down, you pay attention to more things. The sounds of the game, the look, the ambiance, everything around you. And to me, that is something I forgot. Video games are fun. They're art. They're storytelling. They're an immersive and interactive experience that tickles and explodes the imagination. But somewhere along the line, I'd forgotten that games just aren't about mechanics. And I think a lot of gamers forget this, especially with the rise of esports and that becoming its own industry. Lots of players, myself included, have chosen to follow that competitive path. I looked at games from a competitive potential point of view. Will this game become the next big esport? Will it be the next big FPS, big FGC, MOBA, or whatever genre? Can I make money off this game? Do you see the issue here? Without knowing it, I'd had some sense of entitlement towards video games. If they weren't the next esport or they weren't able to make me money, it wasn't worth looking into. And there's so much that goes into creating these games. Developers spend days, months, years dedicating their lives to creating these art pieces. And my first question when I see them is, yeah, but does it shoot good? I mean, sound designers, musicians, producers, directors, artists, writers. There's a whole list of people that come together to give us this immersive experience, to tell us a story, to help us escape, to help us become better individuals. And we only look at their end product and judge that. And to be fair, in most cases, developers don't share much of what they have with their audience until the end product is nearly finished, so that's all we can judge. And we also have developers that don't seem to respond or care at what their audience is telling them. And in the industry also tends to push their developers day in, day out, 24/7, constantly going. So there are just a tiny few issues to deal with before all that. But there still are developers who share their journey along with their audience, who take the time to talk with their audience and work with their audience to create an experience that both sides are happy with. And to those developers who bring us that journey, who bring us those stories, these worlds, and give us these experiences, thank you. Really. Thank you. Many of us wouldn't be here where we are today without you. And to all my fellow gamers, remember this. Dude, games are fun.
So this is what my father found.
What are you doing, step bro? I'm stuck.